Boss, we tried, but Jungkook raised his hand and slapped him hard across the right cheek. The sound of the slap echoed through the entire room as the man stumbled back from his single hit. A thin cut formed at the corner of his lip, letting blood drip from it. Can you even complete one single task? He shouted at his guards, making all of them shiver at his single shot. Get out before I kill you. The guards all left as if their lives depends on it. But just then his manager came hurriedly with a tense face. But Jungkook didn't mind his arrival. He simply followed his eyebrows at him without asking why he came, instead ordering him while taking a file piece. Call Jay and settle the deal. Arrange a meeting with him. I need to discuss the outcome. Boss, Mrs. Jungkook and said that Jay's order cancelled the business partnership with you. Jungkook's fist clenched upon hearing it. This was the first time someone went against him. How dare he reject working with him? Did he think he would go safer against the great dangerous Mafia king? His blood boiled as he had to refuse him. Are you saying I can win them right now for turning their back on me? Jungkook took his revolver and is loading it with bullets again. The manager got scared and spoke immediately before Jungkook could take any action. Boss, ma'am said that there is nothing wrong on this side. The problem is only from our side. What? He couldn't believe it because his mom could handle any deal or work easily. So how did it go wrong? She said she needs to discuss something with you directly over a call, not through me. Jungkook got suspicious. Clutching his teeth without even letting the manager finish, he made a phone call to his mom. How did Jay cancel it, Mom? Your wife is the reason they had to cancel. She suddenly acted like your friends were about to attack her when they were with me discussing something. She was only defending Jay over the call and explaining why Jay left in disappointment. It was okay that she didn't defend Warren, but she didn't even mention how Warren said Jay tried to forcefully kiss her or why she screamed for help. Mrs. John was only saying things that only provoked Jungkook's inner rage. How cunning she was. She wanted to make you lose and insult our John family in society. She wanted to see you fall while she stood in higher status. Jungkook clutches his fist while listening, her words fueling his anger. You need to teach her a lesson, Jungkook. Otherwise, I'm not sure if she will try to make them live and make everyone blame our family, pushing down with her cunning mindset. Jungkook couldn't listen anymore. He threw his phone and flipped the desk in a single act. His anger burned over, not even able to hear his mom's voice. He stormed out, grabbing his car keys. The manager swallowed nervously, feeling as if Jungkook could kill anyone in his path. When Jungkook arrived at the mansion, he went straight to Warren. Without wasting a second, she flinched when the door opened. And Jungkook stepped in. She stood up, her heart pounding in fear, knowing that Mrs. John must have turned his fist against her. The way he looked full of frustration was scary. Why did you do that? His scary tone carried a chilling coldness. She trembled as his blazing eyes pierced through her. She had already started stepping back in fear. That was it. He rushed to her, grabbed her throat forcefully, and made her stumble back until her back slammed against the wall. She was crumpling in his grip, dying for him to loosen his hold on her throat. But Jungkook's anger wasn't fading. He was squeezing her even more with pressure. She was struggling to free herself. Wasn't it enough that you already killed my happiness? Now you even want to track my John family's reputation down? He tightened his grip on her throat with even more pressure. She could barely speak, her eyes welling up with tears but not letting them fall. Jungkook suddenly let go of her throat and asked again, his voice dangerously low. Why did you do that? She didn't answer him as he struggled to catch her breath, trembling. How could she even say it? Would he understand now? She thought. How could he, when she knew exactly how this man was toward her? Then he yelled again, forcing her to look at him. Open your damn mouth. Or should I rip your tongue or to make you speak? Why did you act? I never acted from the beginning. I was always honest. How dare you lie to me? He raised his hand to slap her, wanting to shut her mouth. But when she closed her eyes, fearing his hand stopped midway, not even touching her cheek. Damn it. Do you even know how much you destroyed my business? And what would happen if they told my clients and business partners? Vine is holding back her tears. Did you think I was a fool to see you whatever you are doing here? She shook her head, indicating no. Please, Jung, I wasn't acting, trust me. He completely ignored her place and dragging her down the wooden stairs into the dim light basement. He dragged her to the wall and pulled the iron chain strongly. She shivered, not understanding what he was doing. He started chaining her wrists to the wall, tightening them roughly. Jungkook, what are you doing to me? She cried, trying to pull her hands back, but the chain's grip on her wrist was hurting her. I'm going to teach you a lesson you will never forget. Please leave me unscarred. Of course you should be, because this is your punishment from me. Warning her with his deep voice, he started to injured, clutching his teeth. She stumbled as he loosened his necktie, tears streaming down her face. She cried, shaking her head, begging, Jungkook, please show me mercy. I'm innocent. She kept repeating the same words, not stopping, as if her whole life depends on this moment. Finally, that made him stop, his eyes leaving hers as he looked away at tears. I'm begging you, please spare me. I never acted. I'm scared. Don't harm me. He remained silent, his hands still, as he watched her genuinely crying in front of him. Have mercy, please. I'm begging you. She was a mess, crying while her wrists turned in the chains. Her helpless sobs irritated him. Frustrated, he kicked the air before turning his back and leaving, needing a drink to continue his actions. She stopped crying, thinking he would spare her. But when he looked back over his shoulder, stopping at the door while holding the door, don't get calm on it. I'm not done yet. She got shivers as she listened to him, the way he glanced at her while his tail tangled around and his knuckles turned white. He slammed the door shut behind him, leaving her in darkness, frozen for the upcoming force. When he came from the basement, he went to the liquor cabinet, opened the door, but didn't take anything at first. Frustrated, he punched the glass door, then grabbed a bottle of alcohol and started drinking. He finished it one go, took another bottle and kept drinking. When it was empty, he threw the bottle at the wall and shattering it, he screamed at the top of his lungs. Then he took out his wallet and opened it, but when he saw Sia's passport size photo inside, his burning eyes softened. Tears slowly began welling up in his eyes. His thumb caressed her face still, while a tear slipped from his left eye. He swallowed his sobs, trying not to let more tears fall. Sia, it's hell for me to live alone without you. I wish you hadn't did. I wish I could go back to where you were, fighting forever. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from your sister when she killed you. Sia comes out of the bathroom, wiping her face with a towel. She throws it onto the chair and looks at herself in the mirror. She combs her hair and ties it onto a loose bun, letting some strands fall from over her face. Just then her window doors opened, but she didn't notice as she was still looking at herself in the mirror, minding her own business. That was the moment Jungkook sneaked into her room quietly. When he saw her applying moisturizer to her smooth skin, he paused. He exhaled when his eyes started admiring his lady woman under his bed. Sia heard it and turned back to see who it was. But when she saw him in her room, she screamed. He quickly rushed toward her and covered her mouth with his hand. Her fearful expression turned red when she realized it was her boyfriend. He smirked, reading her facial expressions. He spoke without removing his hand from her mouth. Did I scare you, my lady? She nodded slightly and he chuckled, removing his hand from her lips, placing both hands on her lips. He squeezed them gently. Sorry, my love. Did you miss me, Jungkook? How much did you miss me? Do you want to know or experience it? What if I say both? Then why did you scare me, huh? She playfully slapped his and he dramatically. Forgive me, baby. No. She was about to slap him again, but he held her wrist, saying something. Calm down. I don't have or want any intention to fight with you. Then what do you wanna do with me? Wanna know? He asked, licking his bottom lip, and she purposely nodded yes. I wanna marry you. I wanna hold you tightly like this. And I want to make love to you when you give me permission after marrying. Sia's face lit up upon hearing his words. When will you marry me? Just give me 2 months. I need to convince my father. Why is he so strict and cold like that? A man like him of course looks strict, but he is even colder than he seems and dangerous when it comes to his profession. He just wants me to take his position as king of the John family. I'm not scared. What if I become king and your parents don't agree to our marriage? You already told me that your parents are scared of my father. I can't wait to marry you. Me too. Vaughn was crying in the darkness, her wrist bound by heavy iron chains. Please, someone help me, she said, begging for help. Please release me from this hell. It's too scary. She was crying and seeking help, hoping someone would come down to the basement to save her. Being trapped alone in the darkness was terrifying. But what scared her even more was the thought of Jungkook's words. He had said he would come back again and show her what he meant. At the thought, she shut her mouth. What if Jungkook came after hearing her screams? She lowered her head, tears filling her eyes. At that moment, the basement doors opened. Vine raised her head, curious and nervous, only to see Mrs. John standing there with her arms crossed over her chest. Vine didn't ask to be released from the chains, as she believed that no matter what, Mrs. John wouldn't help her. But when Mrs. John spoke while approaching, it puzzled Vine. Poor Vine. Just seeing you in this condition is breaking my heart, you know. Vine spoke in a sad tone, knowing she was being sarcastic. Do you really mean it, Mom? Yes, dear, she said, coming towards Vine with a proud expression. Then why are you still not helping me get released from this? How can you, when you don't even consider me as a human? Vine stopped when Mrs. John started removing the chains from Vine's wrist. Vine didn't understand what was happening. Was Mrs. John really helping her, or was there another plan? And Mrs. John too. You say it right, I even helped you. Vine was speechless. I'm not a heartless person like you. One who is even ready to kill her sister for a guy. I'm your mother, who suffered watching my son's pain every day. Do you even know how much he has been suffering since he lost Sia? How would you know his pain? When you had no emotions, you just lost one person to get another. Can you please stop stabbing me with your knife like words? I don't kill her for Jungkook. I never wanted to lose my sister just to get your son. Why can't you all understand yourself instead of blaming me? Don't you dare raise your voice at me just because you're saying yours doesn't mean make you innocent. Anyway, how can you still defend yourself when your parents sees me as a killer? Tears slid down Vian's cheek as she listened. Mrs. John put on a fake smile and gently wiped Vian's tears. Don't cry, dear. Do you even know why I came here to release you? Vian looked at her, shaking her head, innocently having no idea. Your father came here for you. What? If it's hard to believe, then go to the living room. He is already waiting there. Vian couldn't believe it. Had her father really come just to see her? Wiping her face, she ran from there, hope shining in her eyes. I know how to break you emotionally too. Vian stopped in her tracks when she saw her father in the mansion. He was really there. As soon as he saw her, he followed his clothes, scanning her from top to toe. Her clothes were covered in dust, her hair was messy, and her face looked sticky. He stood up, and at the moment Vian's emotion overflowed. She ran to him and hugged him tightly, as if she had finally found her strength again after so long in his arms. I knew it, Dad. One day you would understand me and come to me. I miss you so much, Dad. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Mrs. John came there and saw Vian hugging her father, talking to her. But just as Vian was about to share her pain, how she was being treated by her own husband and mother-in-law, her father suddenly broke the hug and stepped away from her, as if he had no connection with her. Vian was puzzled. That's when Mrs. John smiled, but quickly matched with a neutral expression, as if she wasn't pleased by the distance between them. But Vian kept her eyes on her father, filled with nothing but, Dad, didn't you come for me? Instead of answering her, he looked at Mrs. John, his voice cold. Mrs. John, I told you to call only Jungkook. Then Vian's heart shattered. She turned to look at Mrs. John and saw smirking. At that moment, Vian understood Mrs. John had brought her there on purpose, just to break her down emotionally. Jungkook slept so deeply, that's why I called you daughter. She isn't my daughter anymore. Dad, I'm still your daughter. You can't just put me away. I cannot. She breaks again as he speaks just like all of them. Yet how many more days will I hear that I was the one who killed my sister when I was screaming about it, how it happened to? Why can't you even see how much I was in pain then? Why are you so heartless towards me? Heartless? Me? Even though you shattered our family and killed Sia, I still didn't send you to jail. I didn't even touch you. I just chose to ignore it rather than take actions. Why do you have behavior like you are struggling here when you married the one you wanted and fought for it with your sister? Is this how you understood me from the beginning to Dad? I never wanted this kind of life, Jungkook. That I'm not even happy. Don't call me Dad. You are dead to me. Mentally, since you killed your sister for this, Jungkook. Vian couldn't take any more words from her father. Those weren't just small words to put. Her heart was bleeding as she heard them every day. Somehow she held back her tears and just left for upstairs, covering her mouth, not letting herself to be hurt by them.